Welcome to LDL 11 called Lockdown Lecture 11. In today's lecture, we'll summarize chemical properties shown by haloalkanes. We have studied different chemical properties of haloalkanes through SN reaction called nucleophilic reactions, through beta elimination reaction, reaction with metal, reduction, rearrangement, etc. etc. Here, a small effort for summarize all the reactions in a single flow chart is here on a board, in which alkyl halide in form of a bromoethane or ethyl bromide as an alkyl halide we have taken. On the right hand side, I have summarized some nucleophilic substitution reactions. These reactions are given in your textbook in form of a table. A table has been given as a nucleophile, different nucleophiles we are having, and the nucleophilic products, nucleophilic reactions. On the left hand side, we have reaction with metals, reaction with sodium metal, reaction with magnesium metal, Woods reaction, Grignard reaction, you know that. Then we have alcoholic KOH reaction called a beta elimination reaction, and then the additional reaction in form of a reduction that we are having in this flow chart. I'll one by one explain the reactions again for a revision of chemical properties that we have completed in our last 2 or 3 lectures. So we'll start from a nucleophilic reactions again. When haloalkane reacts with the nucleophiles, here if we are using alcoholic KOH, the nucleophile is OH minus, produced from KOH. KOH produces OH minus as a nucleophile. This OH minus nucleophile will attack a carbon containing halogen and it says, let's make a bond. So halogen from the carbon gets substituted by the nucleophile OH to produce haloalkane. To produce alcohol from haloalkane. It's a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now take a look. We have used aqueous KOH. If we are using alcoholic KOH, will produce beta elimination reaction and produces alkene. But instead of alcoholic KOH, aqueous KOH produces substitution reaction or gives substitution. See, it's a different thing. Here Br gets substituted by OH group, but here will perform elimination reaction. Br from one carbon, H from the other carbon gets eliminated and alkene is a product of an alcoholic KOH. So it's a different product obtained through different reactants. Or rather we can say aqueous KOH and alcoholic KOH may have a different reaction mechanism. Aqueous KOH follows SN mechanism, substitution reaction, and alcoholic KOH will follow elimination reaction. Here we'll discuss substitution first. Br gets substituted by OH group to produce alcohol. Suppose we'll use a nucleophile OCH3 in presence of an active metal like sodium. In presence of sodium, OCH3 group called methoxy group substituted halogen. Br gets substituted by OCH3 to produce ether. So if you want to produce ether, will perform a nucleophilic reaction, but this reaction of a haloalkane is carried out with OCH3 containing group along with the sodium metal as a catalyst. Then we have a reaction with KNO2 and AgNO2. Most important question. We have one question related to this topic. Reactant KNO2 and reactant AgNO2. We have KNO2, potassium nitrate and silver nitrate for the nucleophilic reagent nucleophile in form of a NO2. But this 2NO2 has a different application because NO2, nitro as a group can have 2 coordination site. Coordination site. Coordination site, that means it can combine with a carbon through 2 different sites. In carbon NO2 bonding, carbon can combine. In carbon NO2 bonding, carbon can combine nitrogen to produce NO2 as a nitroalkane. But in this NO2, we have C and double bond OO. If carbon combines this NO2 group through oxygen, it produces nitrites. Not nitro compound, it produces nitrites. So coordination through O and coordination through N produces 2 different type of compound. For a nucleophilic reagent, if we are using KNO2, the compounds to produce are called nitrites because the coordination site is oxygen and carbon. Here in AgNO3, nitrogen combines with the carbon to produce a nitroalkane. That means by using KNO3, we'll get nitrites as a product. By using AgNO3, we have a nitro as a product because NO2 group has a two coordination site. Coordination through N and coordination through O. If O coordination is there, it produces nitrites, and if it coordinates through N or combines through N, it produces nitroalkane. Coordination through nitrogen and coordination through oxygen will produce different type of compounds for KNO2 and AgNO2. This NO2 is called ligand. Electron donating substance is also known as ligand. We'll discuss in a complex carbonyl compounds or complex compounds chapter number 9. But here we have a NO2 as having two different coordination sites. Along with NO2, another example is of a cyanide group also, CN, cyanide. Cyanide also possesses two different type of a coordination site, but we'll discuss it later. Here we have NO2 as a two different coordination site for KNO2, NO2 producing nitrites. For AgNO3, NO2 produce nitro as a compound. Because NO2 has a two different linkage, two different coordination sites, it can combine with a carbon through nitrogen or combine with a carbon through oxygen. Nitrogen and oxygen as a coordination site will produce nitrite. Oxygen coordinates through carbon to produce nitrites. If nitrogen coordinates with the carbon to produce nitro compounds. Then we have silver acetate, CH3COOH called silver acetate. This silver acetate produces a nucleophile called acetate ion, CH3COO-. When this CH3COO- ion, acetate ion, substitute Br as a nucleophile, esters are obtained, C2H5 along with COOCH3. The compound so produced is known as esters. So production of ester through nucleophilic reactions we are having. Again, we have produced alcohol through nucleophilic reaction. We can produce ether. We have nitrites and nitro. We can have esters as a compound by substitution of a Br with acetate ion, CH3COO- ion. The next reaction is with amine. When ammonia reacts with bromine by the removal of H and Br, HBr, NH2, remaining NH2 combines with the ethyl group to produce amine, C2H5NH2. One H and Br releases, NH2 remains, combining with the C2H5 to produce amine. This is called a primary amine. Now one more hydrogen from NH2 gets substituted, one alkyl group added. Two alkyl group along with the nitrogen produces secondary amine. Third time we'll substitute the hydrogen. One of the hydrogen gets substituted. Three alkyl groups produces tertiary amine. So we can have different primary, secondary, and tertiary amine in a form of a mixture. We'll discuss this reaction as a preparation of amines in chapter number 13. Today we are only discussing the nucleophilic reactions. Some examples of nucleophilic reactions we are having. So by the nucleophilic reactions we also produces amines. We can also produce amines. Next reaction with sodium propanide we are having 3 carbon. Sodium propanide reacting with ethyl bromide to produce alkyne as a product. Again Na gets released and this behaving as a nucleophile will substitute Br from a given compound. Again we have two important reagents in form of AgCN and KCN called cyanide compounds or cyanide CN as a nucleophile. But again, like NO2, CN also possesses two different coordination sites. CN, cyanide group possesses C triple bond N. But if it is N triple bond C, it is called isocyanide. Cyanide and isocyanide. What they are? They are isomers. They are called coordination isomers because they are having two different coordination sites. Coordination through carbon, coordination through nitrogen. If a carbon-carbon bond is there, the compound is called cyanide. But if a carbon-nitrogen bond is there, it is called isocyanide compound. So again, CN as a functional group, we have two different type of compound in form of a isocyanide when N coordinates with the carbon or coordination through N. N combines with the carbon to produce isocyanide. For isocyanide product, we need AgCN as a reactant. AgCN as a reactant will produce isocyanide because cyanide group again two coordination sites, so we have isocyanide along with the cyanide. So if we want to produce a cyanide, we have to use KCN. We need KCN, most important. Keep in your mind, KCN will produce cyanide and AgCN will produce isocyanide products. These are the nucleophilic reactions that we are having as a list of nucleophilic reactions. If by using KCN, we'll get a cyanide product. Out of this cyanide, we can have three different products also. We'll perform a reaction of a cyanide with concentrated HCl. Keep in your mind, concentrated HCl with hydrogen peroxide will produce a compound called amide, C2H5CONH2. CONH2 group is called amide group. So this compound produces known as amide when cyanide reacting with concentrated HCl. Instead of using concentrated HCl, if this reaction is carried out with dilute HCl only, in presence of dilute HCl, C2H5, C triple bond N will change to C2H5COOH. So hydrolysis reaction in presence of dilute HCl, hydrolyze, this reaction is called a hydrolysis reaction because dilute HCl includes water. Large amount of water is present in a dilute HCl, that's the reaction is known as hydrolysis reaction. To hydrolyze the cyanide, or if we hydrolyze the cyanide, we will get an acid as a product. If we reduces this cyanide in presence of nickel and hydrogen, Ni/H2, you know that nickel is a catalyst, reducing catalyst. In presence of hydrogen, both carbon and nitrogen receives hydrogen to produce amine as a product. CH, C2, H5, CH2, NH2. Amine. NH2 group is called amine group. So amine is also obtained through a cyanide reaction. So here we have list of a nucleophilic substitution reaction with a different reagents. We can have a different type of nucleophilic products. After the nucleophilic reactions, the second category for the chemical properties of alkyl halide belongs to the reaction with metal. We know that reaction with metal involves reaction with sodium and reaction with magnesium. Sodium reaction produces alkane. The alkane so produces double number of carbon compared to that of a carbon present in a alkyl halide. Here we have alkyl halide having only 2 carbon, but here we have alkane having 4 carbon. We already studied this reaction as a Woods reaction to produce alkane from alkyl halide and one of the chemical property. The second is reaction with magnesium in presence of a dry ether. Dry ether reacts, in presence of dry ether, magnesium reacts with alkyl halide to produce a Grignard reagent called alkyl magnesium halide, RMgX. This alkyl magnesium halide hydrolyzed with water, H2O, to produce alkane. The alkane possesses same number of carbon, only 2 carbon. You can check 2 carbon we are having in alkane, and similar to that of a carbon present in haloalkane. The next reaction is called beta elimination reaction, called alcoholic KOH reaction. We know that along with this beta elimination reaction, we have studied Saytzeff rule. Here, alkyl halide reacting with alcoholic KOH undergoing beta elimination reaction. Alpha carbon will release halogen, beta carbon will release hydrogen, and a double bond created between the 2 carbon to produce alkene. The next set of reaction is called reduction reactions. We have a different reducing agent already mentioned in a previous lecture, that alkyl halide undergoing reduction with zinc copper couple in presence of Hi phosphorus along with zinc copper couple and Sn and HCl as a reducing agent to produce alkane. So here we have a list of reactions in which we have discussed the chemical properties of haloalkanes in form of a nucleophilic reaction, in form of a beta elimination reaction or elimination reaction, reaction with metals, reduction reactions, etc., etc. So here we conclude our lecture related to the chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Take a close look and try to copy this flow chart as a chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Hope you have listed out these reactions, or you can also take a snapshot of this slide or using your mobile phone. Most important, again, two nucleophiles we have to discuss. NO2 group, which can have two different coordination sites to produce nitrides and nitro, and then cyanide group can produce an isocyanide compound or a cyanide compound. If coordination through N then produces isocyanide, coordinates through C will produce cyanide. For cyanide compound we need KCN as a reagent. For isocyanide compound we need EgCN, silver cyanide, as a reagent. Similarly, for nitrides, KNO2 as a reagent, and for a nitro compound we need AgNO2 as a reagent. So hope you understand well through this flowchart chemical properties of alkynes. Thank you.